Hello, this is Ramakrishna Nishtala from 735 Adarsh Palm Retreat, Bangalore in India. This is the auspicious day of the Vijay Dasami, the 11th of October 2016. The Dasara is something that we have traditionally celebrated in our house over the past several decades, and it's a tradition which has been handed down in our family. And it is very good that my wife Nishtala Shashipriya also has taken a lot of enthusiasm and interest in putting up the Bommala Koluvu every year. We'll start by looking at the general section of the Bommala Koluvu, which is to my left, and then I will show you the special section which is relating to the Krishna leelas this year. As you can see, we have put up a display of 7 steps this year. As per tradition, the upper portion of the steps start with the images and pictures of the gods and goddesses. The subsequent sections are of their avatars and incarnations. So you can see the Dasa avatars of Vishnu, the Ashtalakshmis in the next step. And the step below that has the images of various saints and great people. So you have here on the right the Tamil saints, the 12 Alvars, and to their left you have the 9 Mars who represent the Shaivites. As you come below, we have the common people, and in the last step you can see a representation of the householders. So these two dolls are supposed to be Shashi and me, with various things which are placed around us. These are things that we are hoping that we will have more of, which will multiply in the years ahead. So you can see here food grains, various articles of value, household utensils. You can also see a small flagon of wine there, and on the extreme left, fruits and vegetables. In addition to the steps, we also put some other scenes of general interest. For instance, to the right here, you can see the depiction of a village scene. This is a procession in a village which is very commonly done in rural Tamil Nadu and rural Andhra Pradesh. So the deity is taken around in a procession, and there are various other people who are also walking in front of the procession, each one of them paying obeisance to the goddess in their own way. This person, for instance, is doing an Anga Pradakshina, where he is literally rolling in front of the procession as it moves. There is another person here who's got a very sharp stick pierced through his cheeks. So each to his own in the way in which they actually pay obeisance. On the left, you can again see various scenes from mythology, many of them from the Ramayana. Of particular interest is that scene there where you can see Dasharatha performing the Putra Kamanishti Yagam, and God is now rising out of the sacrificial fire and giving him the divine paisa, which he gives to his wives Kausalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. Another scene of interest here is one where Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, Hanuman and the others, after completion of the great war against Ravana, come to Rameswaram, and where they create a Shivaling and perform puja to it. A little to the left, you can see a depiction of village along with other scenes and other people who are engaged in various household chores. We will now move to the right, where I will show you the specific theme for this year, which is the Krishna leelas. Each year we put a theme together, and this year it's focused on the leelas of Krishna. It starts from Devaki and Vasudeva getting imprisoned by Kamsa. They are there in the jail, as you can see, and when Krishna is born, the gates of the jail miraculously open, and Vasudeva brings out the infant Krishna in a basket, which you can see here. And as he is crossing the Yamuna, miraculously the levels of water in the Yamuna come down, and it enables him to cross over to Gokul. The divine serpent Adisesha is there on the top, shielding the Lord from the rain and thunder. After Krishna had reached Gokul, Kamsa was still after him, and he sent various demons to kill him. Here is Putana, who came in the form of a nursemaid and tried to kill Krishna, but she did not succeed and instead she died in her attempt. Putana had a brother called Bakasura, who on hearing of the death of Putana was very enraged, and he came in the form of a very large stork and attacked Krishna. Krishna caught his beak and tore him apart in two and thus killed him. There are various other scenes that you can see depicted here, which are the leelas of Krishna. Let me show you one or two of particular interest. Here is Yashoda, who tied Krishna to a pestle, which you can see here, thinking that it will make it difficult for the infant Krishna to go around. But he was much too strong and he actually dragged the pestle. When it got stuck between two large trees, he still continued to drag the pestle, and as a result of which the two trees broke. It may be of interest for you to know that these two trees were actually the two sons of Kubera, who were cursed by a rishi whose family they were troubling in their drunken stupor. And he cursed them that they would become two trees and be released from this curse only during the leelas of Krishna. Any rendition of Krishna leelas will be incomplete without a reference to the scene where Yashoda sees the whole universe depicted inside the mouth of Krishna, and that's the glorious scene that you can see there. Whenever we think of Krishna, we always think of the Gopas and the Gopikas, and that is the scene that you can see here, where Krishna is playing with the Gopikas. To the left, you can see Krishna playing the Rasa Krida along with the Gopas and the Gopikas. As Krishna grew older and the entire community moved to Vrindavan, there is the glorious Leela that he performed, where he lifts the Govardhanagiri on his little finger to provide protection to all the villagers against the fury of Lord Indra. And that's the scene that you can see depicted here. Krishna had to fulfill his destiny, and so he was summoned to Mathura by Kamsa, and when he went there, Kamsa did not attack him directly and instead sent two very strong wrestlers, Chanura and Mushtika, to attack Krishna and Balarama, and those are the people that you can see in this scene. Krishna and Balarama kill Chanura and Mushtika, much to the dismay of Kamsa, and in retaliation Kamsa tries to rush down the throne and kill them, and in the process Kamsa himself dies. And this is the samhara of Kamsa that you can see depicted here. After killing Kamsa, Krishna went on to become a great lord, and he went on to marry Rukmini, the beautiful princess of Vidarbha. And what you see here depicted is the Rukmini Krishna Kalyanam. This is when he took her away in a chariot when she was being forcibly given in marriage to Shishupala. Another very unique tale related to Krishna is how Krishna and Satyabhama, this is depicted here, killed Narakasura. It is not a very widely known fact, but Narakasura was the son of Varaha and Bhudevi in the earlier avatars of Krishna and Satyabhama. But Narakasura developed evil instincts, as a result of which he started terrorizing the whole world. And when the gods came to seek the help of Krishna, he and Satyabhama killed Narakasura in battle, an event which is commemorated today in celebration of Naraka Chaturdasi. The beautiful scene that you see depicted here is the Swayamvara of Draupadi. This was the way in which Krishna managed to bring the Pandavas out of the forest where they were hiding, and they emerged in a position of power by becoming the sons-in-law of Drupada, the king of Panchala. You see Arjuna here looking down into the water, seeing the reflection of the revolving fish and shooting it in its eye, and thus winning the hand of Draupadi. The scene depicted here is Krishna meeting his childhood friend Sudama, who came to meet him with a handful of puffed dry rice. Krishna seated him on the throne, treated him with all respect, love and affection, and bestowed many gifts on him. Each year we come up with a different theme, and what will be the theme for the next year is already a matter of speculation. Should we read the Navaveda Bhakti? Should we look at various tales from the Ramayana? These are the discussions that have already started in our house. And as the 10 days now come to a close, it is time for us to put all these dolls away. And there is a sense of nostalgia as we begin to do that now. But we rest assured that Bommala Koluvu will be back again in the next year with a different theme, but with the same fervor, the same enthusiasm, and the same happiness. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy seeing this short video. Thank you.